Kaizer Chiefs should just go ahead and start a reality TV show because there's always drama. And in this case, some of the drama is not brought to them by themselves, but some dramas just come on every side. So I think it would be interesting to actually have keeping up with Kaizer Chiefs. It would be fun. We are going to talk about Edson Castillo, Taboqele, Pulemodi's drama that's continuing, latest on Rowan Human. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs Khosi Football Club. Okay, let's start by talking about Edson Castillo, because yesterday when I said Edson Castillo played well, people thought I was saying he had an exceptional performance all over. But this is what I meant. I'm taking a coin. I don't know if you see it. If you take Castillo's this side of the coin, when it comes to being on the ball, he was horrible. But when it comes to this other side of the coin, which is recovering the ball and doing whatever defensive work that was required from him, I thought it was good. So just because one side of him was good and the other side was bad, that doesn't mean he's bad. It just means half of his game was good, half of his game was bad. That's what I was saying, because now people are making it sound like I'm saying he was really, really good. But my thing that impressed me, remember Guti Kaizer Chiefs had Ukatsande for the longest time, who wasn't great at all on the ball. Yet when it came to his defensive actions, he was really good for the Chiefs. Now, I'm not saying Castillo is always going to be horrible when it comes to ball retention and stuff like that, but I am saying that it wasn't good, but I was happier with the fact that he was good with recovering the ball, because if he's played as a defensive midfielder, then that's what we'd be needing from him in any case, recovering the ball most of the times and then starting our attacks for us. Moving on from there, because with Edson Castillo not having the greatest of games yesterday, obviously people have done what we do as Kaizer Chiefs fans, which is writing off people way too early. And it relates to the story of Taboqele, because as we know, Taboqele is currently playing in Poland, but his situation here, contract is that his contract is supposed to end this June, according to the South African, but they have an option to extend by a further year. But they haven't triggered that option. And given the fact that Taboqele has been with the national team for the COSAFA Cup, they are saying that Taboqele is prepared to make a switch back to South Africa, which would mean he's a free agent, which would also mean that move is easier for Kaizer Chiefs because we love our free agents. However, with the Sundowns also being in a picture, that might just be problematic because of the fact that, well, Sundowns is probably a more attractive destination, but each Chiefs could have an upper hand in this transfer because of the fact that Taboqele wants to play because AFCON is coming in January. As such, he would be more likely to go to a team where he's going to play, and I doubt with Sundowns he would get a space or a position like he can play on. Gandike is a Chiefs, with people doubting Castillo or even not having enough depth in the defensive midfield position role, then Taboqele would make perfect sense for Kaizer Chiefs. So we'll wait and see what they do, because we know Uguti with free agents, the Chiefs can do this. Uguti, it's scary. Uguti Chiefs have not been linked with him whatsoever. Yeah, but this transfer window, last season, maybe it was a bit. This season, there's nothing. So that is why I'm saying it's a bit tricky. So we're going to talk about Modern Human in a moment. But before we do that, please do make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as those two things plus sharing the video and commenting, it's actually for a lot of other things that you can do. You can like the video, subscribe to the channel, you can share with your friends, you can also leave a comment letting me know what you think about these things, and those things are the reasons why this channel will reach more people like you. Without your likes and subscriptions, well, the channel won't grow. So if you want us to grow, please like the video and subscribe. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about Pulemodi. The agent ga Pulemodi uSolomon Siobe. It seems to me like case yakhe he is continuing with it. So SABC Sport reported ukuthi yes, this guy now is continuing with this lawsuit of sorts on Pulemodi, because he's quoted here saying he had a management agreement with Pulemodi until the 2nd of July, right? So he's saying since the contract yake Pulemodi would have started on the 1st of July with the Kaizer Chiefs, then he's entitled to the fees, agent fees of Pulemodi moving to Kaizer Chiefs. Now, what I find strange, right, about this, Pulemodi was announced on the 3rd of July as a Kaizer Chiefs player, which is 1 day later than what Usiobe is saying, because Usiobe contract yake nomodi ended on the 2nd of July, which is weird. Don't know why it didn't end on the 30th, but it's saying it ended on the 2nd, and that's a day after Chiefs would have officially signed Modi. I get this ukuthi Chiefs contract it probably says effective from the 1st of July, but I wonder if the Chiefs could actually, or were actually tricky, or I don't know, they were smart about it. Because if Modi knew ukuthi contract yake with his agent ended on the 2nd, then I would think on the contract it would say from the 3rd of July until when. But usually, as we know, Gutama contracts, they usually start on the 1st of July until the 31st of January or until the 30th of June. So it's going to be interesting to see how Chiefs play that out, because if the agent is claiming the 2nd of July as the last day of their contract, then Modi, if contract yake Chiefs sign one, then he would have to pay his agent, and the agent yake is insisting ukuthi he wants Modi to pay. To a point yokuthi now what is happening is where's this thing? The Football Union of South Africa, IFUSA, which is the football union, the agency of sorts for players, they are trying to come in the middle and try to resolve the situation between Modi and Usiobe, because now what they are saying is they are trying to find a way yokuthi kube ne settlement. So in a way, Modi on Kaizer Chiefs will have to pay Usiobe his money, because he says he deserves to be paid because of the fact that he's the one who was still his agent, yet he wasn't consulted as an agent. He says also Lomchitalo, he will settle. Dude, that actually doesn't mean he will settle. He says he doesn't mind to get a settlement. It's actually saying he will settle for a settlement. I just didn't want to say that because it will sound redundant. But the point is, he's saying he wants to get a settlement. If they give him a settlement, then he will shut his mouth and move on with his life. Which to me says he lost a big player and he wants a big payday, because, well, I would imagine Guti, there was serious money that was involved in Pulemodi coming to Kaizer Chiefs. So Pulemodi now, when he was asked by SABC Sport, he said, I signed my contract with Kaizer Chiefs after our contract with Solomon Siobe had ended, end quote. So if that's the case, if in case Guguti they signed on the 3rd after the contract, then Pulemodi is in the free. But if the contract says from 1 July, then Pulemodi is in trouble. Which leads us to the next Kaizer Chiefs target. Kaizer Chiefs target. Rowan Human. A lot of publications or people were talking this week about Rowan Human coming to Kaizer Chiefs. But according to SABC Sport, AmaZulu are going to sign Rowan Human. Which is weird, right? Because we had to go to AmaZulu. No one, what AmaZulu? Pietermaritzburg United had put a 10 million price tag on Rowan Human. How can AmaZulu afford 10 million? Remember what Tim Sugazi said, prices are different for different teams. Prices, not prizes. Prices are different for different teams. So I would think 10 million was for Chiefs, Pirates and Sundowns. I am thinking AmaZulu could then get him, not even for half of that, maybe for a quarter of that, 2.5 million, and Rowan Human would go to AmaZulu. That's the only thing that makes sense, Uguti. Because AmaZulu doesn't have 10 million. I mean, no disrespect to them, but I don't think they have that much money to a point where they can just spend 10 million on one player and nobody cares. No, I think it just comes down to that fact ukuthi AmaZulu might have a different price to Chiefs, Pirates and Sundowns, and that is the reason why AmaZulu are the ones who are going to get him. Because yes, they are saying that SABC Sport again, they are saying the fact that yes, other teams contacted Pietermaritzburg United, but AmaZulu are the ones who are ultimately going to get him. So I don't have a problem with that. Mena, if I were Kaizer Chiefs, I would continue focusing my energy on finding a defensive midfielder and another striker. Forget other attacking midfielders. We already have enough depth in that position. But what do you think about all these stories? Let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelu Moya.